Hello, Tansi, citizens, friends, youth, and elders. I'd like to first of all bring greetings from everyone here at the Region 2 office here in Bonnyville, Alberta. It is so unfortunate that we are unable to be together here this year at the annual General Assembly to celebrate our amazing accomplishments in the past year here in the region as well as in the province. Many gatherings have also unfortunately been canceled as well. Definitely unprecedented times, to say the least. But you know what? We've all stuck together and we've made it through this together. Hope everyone is staying healthy and well. It is a great honor to continue to serve as your president of Region 2 as we continue to reach our goals here in the region. Your Region 2 leadership has stayed involved with the community, as always, and have remained committed to the several committees, as well as doing the normal regional leadership duties, like attending all provincial and regional council meetings. We have committed to getting more people involved, and we have been successful in that. Our youth programs have reached out to our youth and several programs, which is extremely, extremely important. We need to continue to get the youth involved. They are our future today and tomorrow and for years to come. It is so important that we all learn and become more knowledgeable of our history and our vibrant culture. Our events were attended by many in our region. Our open house seniors lunch, the Métis urban housing picnic brought out many citizens. Our regional AGM brought out many citizens this year, many of which were new faces, which is so nice to see. We easily met quorum, which has been a challenge for the region here for several years. So we're really so happy that more people have come out and been involved. Not a surprise though, really. I mean, we're always here, we're always ready, and we're ready here to serve our great citizens in Region 2. We are very fortunate here in the region as well to have such a great support staff. And I'd like to extend a thanks to our admin staff for that. Our registry sessions have been very successful in our region and attended by many. So needless to say that our citizenship is growing by leaps and bounds in the region as well as in the province. Another one of our commitments was to increase awareness and communication in our region. It has been a challenge, but we have been quite successful at that as well. We ask every citizen that comes into the office for updates on their contact information and filling out our connected information sign-up sheet. Our posters and bulletin boards are always updated and always full of various information regarding programs and events. We also continue to post as much information about our region and our province on our Region 2 Métis Nation of Alberta Facebook page. The page is liked and looked at and followed by many citizens, as well as many others who have an interest in our region and as well as the rest of the Métis Nation. We have continued in building our new partnerships, cleaning up past partnerships, and building more commerce in our region. We continue our great partnership with Jason's Mobile Steam, which has been proven successful and has provided some additional and ongoing funding for our programs and other regional supports. We are currently in the process of establishing a large partnership, which will give our region a big boost financially and increase our capacity tremendously. Our relationship with industry neighbors continues to be improving, even though these are tough times. Although the economy is in a tough spot, we have managed to secure some community support from the industry. It is also important that we stay on top of this in our area so we can be involved and participate in the economy. It is imperative that Indigenous businesses are given the opportunity to work where qualified to ensure employment for our people, social economic improvement, and for our communities. And it is a form of reconciliation and compensation as our business partners do bring financial stability to the region and the citizens. Our region has seen some significant growth in other areas as well. Consultation is getting to be a stronger point in Region 2. And we have finally been able to get more involved and move forward in this area. We are very fortunate that we're able to hire our own regional consultation and climate change coordinators. The role has been enhanced, and we now have a fantastic team in our office, which will bring us to new heights in the area of consultation, climate, and environmental work. Our youth coordinator has done some fantastic work in our region. Many youth programs were brought to our region. Courses such as the non-restricted gun license, beading, weaving, leather tooling, boat safety, and watercraft license. Up to the closing of our office during the pandemic, our region held a youth fun night at our office every Thursday nights. There they learned culture, some history, and played games. It started out slow, but it was really picking up speed, and more youth are coming out to participate. A Métis club was initiated at one of the local high schools, and it was quite successful and involved many Métis kids as well as others interested in learning our culture. The work and involvement of our youth is critical in sustaining our history and culture. After all, again, our youth are our future. Unfortunately, our youth coordinator has decided to return to school to further her education. Sarah Johnson, thank you for the great work and kickstarting our youth in our region and getting the kids involved. Best of luck in your studies and future endeavors. Our regional leadership has been very committed to our citizens and are both involved in the community and sit on several committees and boards. I'm so happy with our team in Region 2, including our fantastic support. I remain committed to the 2 reconciliation committees, St. Paul Reconciliation Committee as well as Heart of Treaty 6 Reconciliation Board. This is very important work as we move towards reconciliation. It will take some time to educate and teach and realize the true history before we achieve the respect and recognition that we do deserve. I am also still on the board of directors at Lakeland Industry and Community Association, as well as holding a seat on their governance committee. LICA is a synergy group that facilitates all stakeholders' voices when addressing issues concerning the environment in our region. The Watershed Planning and Advisory Council for the Beaver River Watershed, part of the WPACs in Alberta, and the Airshed Zone monitoring the air quality throughout the region. The vision, mission, and values match the interest and needs of our Métis citizens. Our environment has always been a concern for us. I have been involved with LICA for approximately 6 years now and will continue to stay involved. It's a great honor and a lot of fun sitting on the Métis Crossing Advisory Committee. Now that the Cultural Gathering Center is finished, we have seen the dream of many come to life and the great work of our committee behind the scenes, making the decisions along the way have been great. We have all contributed greatly from the ground up. It is so unfortunate that we are not able to celebrate the grand opening this summer. I was also part of the grand opening planning committee and will resume those duties when we return to somewhat normal. We had great plans for the huge celebration on June 24th. However, the celebration will commence and it will move forward in 2021, and it will be amazing. As we move forward with the operation and future phases of Métis Crossing, another committee has been formed, the Métis Crossing Experience Company. I am happy and honored to continue working with this great committee of devoted members. The next phase of Métis Crossing is already in the works. If you haven't been out to Métis Crossing, please take a drive, go for a visit. It's an awesome place. It's a place for citizens to enjoy and learn our unique history and culture. It is a place where you are all welcome and you will feel at home. Our region continues to support the youth in our communities with the Andy Collins Golf Scholarship. We usually choose 2 or 3 recipients at the end of the year and present the award just before Christmas time. We also support 2 local athletes in their pursuit of a career in hockey. So proud and happy to support these youth. It is so important to watch them grow and succeed. In March, our region, Alberta, Canada, and the rest of the world began dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. This became a difficult time for the nation and its citizens. The impacts were and are enormous, and we're still dealing with it. Industry and business came to a halt. People had their work hours reduced. Some lost work. Some were not able to go to work because childcare and schools were closed. Since the pandemic has hit, a relief plan that has assisted those in need were put in place in our region. We provided grocery support in the first phase of the support. Then we helped citizens with other costs as they needed, for example, utility bills, which were piling up. And we do also recognize that quite often the seniors have been left out, when in fact they needed the assistance as well. And we did help them to buy some groceries, help them out with a little bit of other things, a little bit of assistance for whatever they might need. They were also unable to get some home services. They weren't available during shutdown during COVID. We had provided services to help them out. Small errands, grocery deliveries, outdoor window washing, lawn cutting, and some light gardening and outdoor work. In June, our region was involved in the provincial first ever Métis Fest. It was a lot of fun and enjoyed by many. Region 2 had so much talent to choose from, and it really truly was difficult to only choose 5 entertainers. Our fine provincial communications team did a tremendous job putting the streaming the event. We look forward to the Métis Fest and all the other gatherings in the months to come, and hopefully we can do it in person. The hard work continues at the provincial level, and it's yielding great results as well. It has been an honor to sit at the provincial council and help with the decisions and help guide the province as we continue to pursue the socio-economic, cultural well-being of the Métis people in Alberta. The provincial office has reacted effectively as well to the needs of the citizens in this time of the pandemic. Several provincial initiatives and relief programs are initiated, which were a great benefit to the citizens across the province. For example, the Child Wellness Benefit Program, the Emergency Relief Supplement Program, the Benevolent Top-Up. The province also partnered with Spectrum Safety Services to offer 10 free online accreditation certification courses. We have provided information and resources for people available for mental health, which is so important. We needed to pay attention at times like this. Our affiliates, Rupertsland and the Pituxent, assisted and developed many helpful programs as well. Other important work continues to move forward as well as some of the great programs. While membership grows, interest in the Métis harvesting continues to grow as well. Many citizens have now been approved and are now approved Métis harvesters. We continue to negotiate with the provincial government for an improved harvesting agreement. Our harvesting team has been working with the Alberta Environment and Parks to better serve our harvesters. We can now process and update Alberta realm accounts right here in our office for approved harvesters. This means that through your account, you can also print your domestic fishing license and apply and get your WIN card. We have seen 4 new housing programs in the province, which have been quite successful. The Down Payment Assistance Program, the Rental Supplement Program, Student Rental Assistance, and the Home Repair Assistance Program. All of these programs were successful and accessed by many. Other important work continues with the province as well. At the Provincial Council, the Constitution Committee has been put in place, and they're getting back to the table and working hard to develop a badly needed constitution policy. A committee is in the works, developing our own child and family services, which requires much attention. Very important that we address the situation with Métis children in care. This is just some of the very important work at the Provincial Council as we move forward to achieve self-government. Although we have been hampered by the COVID-19 pandemic, we at the nation continue to move forward in advancing our rights, and will continue to try to meet the needs of our citizens, as well as move towards self-government and improving the socioeconomic and cultural well-being of the people in Alberta. I do look forward to continuing representing the citizens of Region 2 as president of the region and continue to improving our region as we all move forward together. Thank you.
Greetings, elders and citizens. Over the last year, I've continued to work on communication and engagement with the citizens of Region 2, as well as supported and assisted when possible the Region 2 Consultation Climate Coordinator, our Youth Coordinator, and President Zaraska. To this end, I sit on the following board and committees. Board member with the Bonnyville Indian Métis Rehabilitation Centre, committee member on Balancing the Wheel, which was formerly the Empowering Indigenous Women's Committee, committee member with the Restorative Justice Committee in the Lakeland area. I've also supported several Region 2 events and initiatives, worked with Sarah Johnson, our youth coordinator, organizing and attending the City of Cold Lake community registration, Lakeland College open house events, Indigenous awareness events, Portage College open house, Cold Lake campus, where we spoke to people about the regional youth initiatives, Métis history, culture, and citizenship. I've worked with Sarah Johnson on facilitating Métis history presentations at various schools within Region 2, attended the Lakeland Catholic School District Institute Day and a roundtable event with their Indigenous Committee. I've attended MNA registry events throughout the region when possible, and worked with the family and community support services throughout Region 2, attending interagency meetings and communicating Métis Nation of Alberta regional and provincial events, programs, and initiatives to the family and community support services throughout Region 2. Attended the Restorative Justice Conference in November, along with the Restorative Justice Committee, Lakeland area, listened to some fantastic speakers, including keynote speaker, Dr. Patty Laboucaine-Benson. I've also supported the New Dawn Women's Society, supporting our regional representative, Paulette Dalside, with different initiatives. I've attended various Region 2 business and industry meetings, as well as the OSAM and Imperial Oil Cold Lake Operations open houses. I volunteered at the Bonnyville Friendship Center's annual Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners, attended the Belcourt Brasso Awards. With the assistance of Region 2 and head office staff, organized and attended the Region 2 Community Information Night in Cold Lake. With the assistance of Region 2 staff, we've organized Region 2 senior lunches and get-togethers, offered support to Regan Bartel on mental health initiatives, assisted with the family reunification program in Region 2, attended both the January and March 2020 self-government conferences. I've also attended various Métis Nation of Alberta provincial events, such as the Louis Riel Commemorative Walk, the MNA Tall Tales and Open Mic Night, the Louis Riel Commemorative Ceremony at the Alberta Legislature, the Children's Christmas Party at Métis Crossing, the Métis Nation of Alberta Christmas Party, Health Forum, Youth and Seniors Gathering, and of course, the virtual Métis Fest. During Métis Week, Region 2 hosted an open house which included a lunch and entertainment. We also participated in the Smoky Lake Métis flag raising ceremony. During Métis Week, Region 2 hosted an open house which included lunch and entertainment. We also participated in the Smoky Lake Métis flag raising ceremony. I will also be continuing to support the families of Métis citizens Jake Sansom and Morris Cardinal. Along with President Zaraska and the Region 2 staff, we've supported and will continue to support the Region 2 citizens during the COVID-19 pandemic. Although we cannot gather as we usually do, I look forward to the time when we can all be together again. Wishing you all good health. Isabel Michenet grew up in Elk Point and along with her husband Marshall raised their 3 children there. Their family has now grown to include 4 grandchildren and another one on the way. Isabel was a registered nurse for 25 years at the Elk Point Hospital. After retirement, Isabel decided to take a leap of faith and purchase the Waterfront Harbor Bed and Breakfast in Cold Lake. Isabel has built a successful business in Cold Lake, with guests returning year after year to enjoy the beautiful views and exceptional hospitality. Waterfront Bed and Breakfast has received the Chamber of Commerce New Business of the Year Award, Canada's Best Boutique Bed and Breakfast rated by Lux Life magazine in 2019, and in 2018 was rated as one of the Canada's top 10 bed and breakfasts by Trivago. During the Fort McMurray fire, she opened her doors to families that were forced to leave their homes. Over the years, Isabel has donated to many nonprofits such as the Dr. Margaret Savage Crisis Center, Ronald McDonald House Charities Alberta, and several children's sports teams. Isabel has always been very active in her community. She played ball, enjoys sewing, crafts, baking, and is an active volunteer. She served a term on the Cold Lake Economic Development Board, attends Métis Nation of Alberta provincial and regional events, and currently sits on the board at Métis Urban Housing and Métis Capital Housing. We are proud of the success that Isabel has had as a Métis entrepreneur and are thankful for her commitment to the Métis Nation of Alberta. Unfortunately, Isabel is unable to be with us today, but Region 2 is honored to present the Métis Citizen of the Year Award to Isabel Michenet.
Isabel, congratulations.